Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 23rd. We're just going to jump right in here, Libra. You have this mending card and this blessed card. This blessed card's nice. Obviously, you could say that there's blessings coming in for you. The mending card could represent healing your heart or, healing anything really. So we're going to have to see what comes up to see what that mending card is talking about. For some of you, I do feel this is like a friendship or something that maybe you had a falling out with a person. You could be healing that. This could have happened at like the end of last year is what I'm getting. Like maybe you had some sort of falling out with a person and you could be healing it. So I don't know. I'm going to just keep repeating myself. So I'm going to move on from that. But there you go. You have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords, every single person has had it or has had the Justice card. We just had that eclipse in your sign. So again, that energy, I don't know. It's like that energy was heavy. I think that it brought a lot of truths out for people, or, people are kind of like seeing some truths in their life, some things that I do feel that it's mostly like where people, the truths that came out are like what you invest your energy into, with the Eight of Pentacles there. And so a lot of people, you could also be healing that with this card. You could be figuring out that something isn't worth your time, effort, energy, or you could find out something's making you sick or whatever. And, that could be the thing that you're healing. And it probably will bring more blessings into your life with that blessed card. Again, you have the Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords is a victory, of course. The Ace of Swords can represent truth coming in as well. I do feel like for a small percentage of you, there could be, like I said, there could be an apology from a person. Doesn't have to be a past lover. This could just be a friend. For some reason, I got friends at the beginning of your reading. So, again, it could be an apology. It could also, for the rest of you, it could be the communication from a new person here. You go to the Page of Pentacles, to the Knight of Pentacles, and then you go to the Ace of Cups. How crazy is that? So, there could be a person who's coming in. They look a little bit cautious to me, or I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't want to speak too soon because, I like to clarify and make sure that what I want to say is actually true. But, what I would say here is that you have the Page of Cups, and it kind of looks to me like you could be getting with a person or whatever who maybe isn't, like, I don't want to say they're not looking for a relationship, but I just feel maybe they're in work mode, right? It's like, it's not, I think that, when they meet you and everything, it looks great, over time. You end with that Ace of Cups, which tells me, that it could be something very serious. But I'm just wondering if this person that you're attracting, like, it might take a little bit of time because maybe they're not, looking immediately to have a connection, or maybe they're just kind of focused on work or whatever they're working on. Kind of gives me that kind of vibe. So, just know that going into that, some people, I think that if you need more time and attention, I always tell people, it's like, if this person's like this, it looks like someone who works a lot or something, or is right now. And if you want more, then like, don't settle. Like I always tell people, it's like, if it's not right, it's not right. So that's why I say these things. But, if it's something you're willing to work with, I think this could be a great connection that's coming in for you. As with everyone, he's holding on to that cup and there's that fish in there. We don't really know, but that fish may or may not exist. It might be part of his imagination, or it could be real. I really don't care either way. I think that the whole point of the fish is that it's something that he's imagining that he needs to grab onto. So if you have any like big dreams, big goals right now, I think it's time to go on the adventure, which is pretty much what everybody gets right now. I believe that we're in a like a wild, wild west Knight of Wands type of energy personally, and will be for like the next 20 years, where it's like things will, I think things will seem a little chaotic. We're in a time of chaos. There's no way around it, right? Especially between like now and 2033. Really, if you want to be technical about it, between now and 2025. 2025 is kind of like the peak, and then, as far as I'm concerned, there's still going to be some craziness until 2033. That does not mean your life has to suck. I always say this, and people always leave me comments. They're like, I can't wait for 10 years to get better. I'm like, you shouldn't wait for 10 years. You can choose to have things better right now. You can choose to do things to make things better. That's the whole point of being alive, is like, we shouldn't have to suffer. It's like, a lot of people say life is suffering, and there is some truth to that. But I also think that the real truth is that life is suffering. You should make it better, or you should do things to make it better. That's the missing piece of that puzzle right there, right? I don't think we're just meant to like, put our heads up our butts and suffer for the rest of our lives. So, again, I think the Knight of Wands is like, go on the adventure, figure out how to make life better. And, that's like the whole point of the time that we're in right now anyway. With the Ace of Swords, you have the World. You do have the World twice. So The world is an accomplishment. I think that there could be some, big accomplishments coming in for you. With the Page of Cups, you have the King of Swords here. You do also have, I knew this was going to happen. You have the Queen of Swords here. There could definitely be a divine counterpart coming in for you here. Kind of interesting. I'm wondering if you're looking at this person like a page, but they're actually a king. Definitely could be another air sign. It could just be a person who, like a fire sign with air as well. You always get fire with me. You have earth here as well. You have basically everything. But I'm wondering if you initially see this person one way, but they're another way. I feel like I've said this to you before. With the Knight of Wands, you have this Seven of Swords. Yeah, I kind of feel like some of you could be healing. It could be you that's like not 110% ready for a relationship. Maybe you're healing from a past player type vibe. Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, obviously liar, cheater, stealer. So again, it could be you that's healing. You have that mending card. But I also kind of just get the vibe here that, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My dog barks at the mailman and she doesn't stop unless I stop her. So there you go. But anyway, what I would say here is that I would avoid this player type person energy. And again, you might not be 100% ready for a person, but maybe there's also where I was going with that is that Page of Pentacles and this right here to the Ace of Cups. It really tells me that you might be encountering a situation where you don't want to miss out on a person. It's like you might think like, oh, I'm not really sure if I want to open up to this, but also you might find something that's so good that you kind of do. That's the vibe I get here. Next, in this row is going to represent the unexpected. You have this anchor. It says stability and security. You have this dove, peace and serenity. That looks good to me. You could be discovering something new that brings both of those things into your life. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So if this is a person, it could be a person who really puts in the work with the Eight of Pentacles. I love the Eight of Pentacles in a love reading, for example, because it could represent a person who's really focused, who puts in the work to create peace, serenity, stability, all those things. Page of Pentacles could also be a new job as well. So if you're looking for a new job or a new position or something, this could represent you getting a new position. And it would be something that you're more excited to do. Again, I don't think that we'll ever, find a job or a business that we like 1,000% love either. Nothing is perfect, as I always say, but this looks like something that you want to be doing. So I like to see that. Again, you have the Page of Pentacles. Something new is coming in for you. I do feel this could be a new love connection if you want love. Again, it looks to me like it starts a little slow. I'm not sure what's going on here yet. I want to see what comes up in the next row here, because with that Knight of Pentacles, I kind of go back and forth on Knight of Pentacles. Right now, it looks very good because he's going towards that Ace of Cups, and you go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, which would kind of represent progress. And so it does look to me like if you're meeting a person, maybe it just starts like as talking or a little bit slow and then kind of goes fast. You have the World. The World is an accomplishment. I feel like you're just feeling accomplished here, in a lot of ways. If you've been looking to do something with your life, or, if you've been feeling like you're doing the wrong thing in life or whatever, I kind of feel like you now, in the very near future, are going to feel like you're doing the right thing. Again, maybe things have just been not feeling, it's like there's some sort of something not connecting here is what I feel in your reading in this row. But it feels like work to me, as in like maybe you went to college for something, for example, and you thought that that's the career you were supposed to have, but it's just like not connecting. So I feel like you're finding something, or will be soon, something that connects better. What do you know? With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Perfect match. And again, doesn't have to be love. This could be you. And I always say the Two of Cups is you and your higher self. So you could be communicating, or your higher self could be like telling you what to go work on in work or business or whatever as well. But definitely a really good love reading as well. With the Page of Pentacles, yes, see, here we go. Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is a person who's communicating. I wouldn't rush it. I do feel like someone wants to rush here. Someone wants to move faster than the other person. We've kind of already said that. And so maybe you need to communicate with this person. The real reason I'm saying this as well is the Two of Wands. He's standing at the top of this castle. He has the whole world in his hands, and you have the world twice in your reading, but he's just staying in the castle. He's not leaving and getting into the world. So it's like, I feel like one person wants to kind of like move into this a little bit faster than the other. With the World, you have the Seven of Wands. Oh, you do, right here. I knew it. I was like, I thought you had two sevens. Right here. Two sevens is internal fears that don't exist. So I always tell people with two sevens to release fears. this could represent holding, kind of like allowing fears to hold you back. Seven of Wands is a card of having boundaries, though. So, again, I do think it would be good for you to, set healthy boundaries. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this horse spirit. It says, freedom is yours. I like that. You have this coyote. It says, trust in divine detours. This reading has a little bit of an element of a blessing in disguise. Not too much, but, that Seven of Swords with that Knight of Wands, the Mending card, the Ace of Swords even, which can represent making a sacrifice. The Ace of Swords has a palm frond on one side, olive branch on the other. Palm frond represents sacrifice in the tarot. So, some of you, maybe you had to sacrifice something and you weren't sure if it was the right thing to do, but, with this coyote spirit, I feel now you're seeing that it was. I also feel freedom is yours now, although I kind of feel like you have to set yourself free. The Two of Wands, again, the story of the Two of Wands is that he's standing at the top of a castle, and, his whole story is that he rushed to a finish line. Like, he didn't enjoy the journey, he didn't enjoy the process, he just got to the end, and that was it. So, again, it can represent kind of, needing to stop and smell the roses, needing to also, like, he thinks that he has reached the pinnacle of what he can achieve, but really there's like a lot more that he can achieve. This wand behind him stands on its own. He's reaching forward, grabbing this new wand. So it's like, yeah, he has reached a certain level of accomplishment. Those accomplishments stand on their own, but now he needs to kind of like, get out into the world there, which is what I feel you need to do with the Two of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups can represent following your heart. She has this like big cup that she's holding on to there. And, that cup kind of to me looks like a trophy. And so I feel a lot of the times that it really represents that she needs to kind of follow her heart. She needs to follow what her heart is telling her to do. And that's how she will find the most success. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. And Knight of Pentacles, of course, is about needing to plant seeds in this field behind you, right here. The whole point of the Knight of Pentacles is that he can represent no movement. He's the only knight that isn't moving in the tarot, but he has everything he needs to plant seeds in that field. So, it's kind of a card of hesitating. And but what I will say is the Knight of Pentacles can be a card of progress. It doesn't have to be read like he is stuck all the time. And so I do feel that there is either a lot of progress coming in, especially in love, if this is a specific person, but this could also be you kind of like, moving on to new things here. With the Two of Wands, what do you know? You have the Ace of Swords. I kind of feel this reading is saying in a lot of ways that you could be like sacrificing a comfort zone or, something that was comfortable for you with the Two of Wands, and you could be moving on to bigger and better things here. And so I feel like that could be leading to a lot of success is, you moving on to things that are, bigger and better things in your life, whatever that may be. And, the Ace of Swords is also a card of victory, the truth. And so it does seem to me like there could be someone coming in and apologizing. Like I said at the beginning, with the Queen of Cups, you have the Fool. I encourage everyone to take a leap of faith towards their heart right now. Your heart might be telling you to do something that your head is saying, that's ridiculous. Don't do that, right? So I believe we're in a heart-based time. Of course, I wouldn't take any crazy risks right now. Don't, people always take this somewhere to some crazy places. Just look at the comments. I'm always like, chill out. I never said to, go jump off out of an airplane without a parachute. I didn't say that. So again, we're not talking about doing crazy things, but, really, I think it's quite simple. If you look at Pluto and Aquarius, the biggest risk we can all take, it's like the fears that come up during Pluto and Aquarius will be like the fear of being wrong, right? Because Pluto and Aquarius can have to do with like exposure or getting attention. So like some of the risks that we could take are getting on YouTube and doing YouTube videos and saying something where, people are going to come out of the woodwork and tell you how stupid you are, right? It's like that's the type of risk that we need to take to grow right now. Or the risk of going out on dates, like meeting a person in public. It's basically the risk of exposure. So, that's what I'd be doing with the Fool, is taking those types of risks. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. Definitely a big focus on your finances with that Eight of Pentacles. Regardless of what's going on in the world, I actually feel like you're going to feel like your finances are improving. I feel like you are going to feel like things are becoming more stable. You have that stability card, like things are more peaceful. I even see you kind of like looking for ways to make your life more peaceful financially. And, again, I feel like that is a good thing that you could be doing right now. Next, you have a halt card. It says there's no money coming in or coming in very slowly. This is the area of the good stuff. It's going to be good no matter what. So I feel like money is speeding up. Obviously, it's going to be the opposite of this. It says this experience is meant to bring attention to something. I kind of feel that first row is saying that some sort of experience has been meant to teach you something. You have this card that says, be patient, trust the wait, everything is coming together. I do feel, again, this is the area of the good stuff, so it's like everything in your life is coming together. You have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. The Page of Wands is a card of going on like some sort of adventure here. Again, I always say he moves towards his enthusiasm, meaning he just gets excited about something and that's the direction he moves in. So, I feel for a lot of you, this could be encouraging you to kind of like take that type of risk, like I said with the Queen of Cups, to move towards something that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel joyful, and all those other things. I do feel like obviously there could be love coming in for you here. It is weird that you have the you have 3 pages and then 3 knights showing up here as well. I feel that the pages are kind of talking about messages that are coming in. I feel like the knights are talking about the stages of what's going on here in this connection. So pretty interesting. You have the Queen of Swords. Everyone's had the Queen of Swords. That Libra eclipse, I think, brought out a lot of truth and seeing things clearly for a lot of people. But again, the truths are like things where you get better exchange on your energy, things in your life that aren't a waste of time. And so use that clarity. Don't keep wasting your time on something if it's a waste of time. Make sure you're taking advantage of the clarity here. I also feel like you're open to receiving now in the very near future, if not right now. She has that sword up and her hand out, so it kind of says she's cautiously optimistic about any new situations that could be coming in for her. And you have the Ace of Cups, which definitely says there could be a new love offer coming in for you. So for those of you that want love, I definitely feel that there could be love coming in for you. I also feel like this could be a lot more just happiness and joy coming into your life, just in general. So let's see here. With the Page of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resources. So I feel a lot of you are kind of like working on your resources or gathering your resources to become more successful. And, again, I think that, I say it to basically everyone, we are in a time of resourcefulness. Anything you can do to be resourceful would be a good idea. Meaning, like, I say all the time, even if you have $1 billion in your bank account, I don't care. I would be, if you can start a business without money, do it. If you can bootstrap it, do it. If you can, move to an area that's like cheaper but better, I would be looking for those opportunities as well. I've been saying since 2016 with when we had Saturn and Capricorn that really I think that was a good time to look for a place to live that's like cheaper but better, because those opportunities exist, but you have to find them, right? Like maybe you have to move outside of a city or maybe you have to move somewhere that is like a little bit more rural or something like that. But again, I think they're, coming up here again very shortly, or right now. Like if you're looking to move, I'd be looking to move somewhere that's like cheaper but better. There's like a lot of those win-win-win type situations, or you might be able to find a place that's like cheaper, better, but you also get a job that pays you more money. That's like, what I'd be looking for here. So, look for those wins, look for the opportunity. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands here. You have 4 aces in this reading. You have the Ace of Swords twice, and then you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. To me, that's a big yes to any question that I haven't answered in the reading. The Ace of Wands, a lot of excitement, but there's definitely like new beginnings coming in for you here. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can represent releasing a heavy burden, and but it's showing up in the good stuff. So I feel like you are releasing any heavy burdens or any challenges or difficulties that you've been dealing with for a very long time. So there you go. Let's see what's going on for you here. You have this victory, this V card. It says victory in some endeavor. So I do feel like there are some big victories that will be coming in for you at this time. It just seems, everybody's had these cards of victory. You have Ace of Swords twice. So, there could be some big events coming in for you, some exciting events. You have this card next that says an exciting event. Part of me kind of intuitively feels that this is talking about, getting a job or a position in your life. So, excuse me, definitely something I would pay attention to. You have this December card, and you also have this kangaroo. It says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So the month of December could be unsettling, or there could be some event that happens in December. I would just keep your head on straight, pay attention to the details. I keep telling everyone we're entering into a time of events, whatever you want to call it. And so we're entering into this time of chaos between now and 2025. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the world. I think the people that just, again, as I keep preaching, do what they can with what they got, with what's right in front of them right now, those are the people that are going to be successful. Again, you're going to see a ton of people screaming that the sky is falling with every little thing that happens. So, I keep telling people, it's like, slow it down. It's 10-10 as I'm saying this, by the way. So slow it down. Keep your head on straight and do what you can to bring more positivity to the world. You have this beetle card. It says good fortune. So clearly, I feel there could be good fortunes coming in for you. You have this July card. It's in this arrow card. It says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So if, sorry, I'm almost able to get to the end of the reading without a cough, right? But maybe you've had some ideas in July, the past July, or some things that you wanted to do with your life. And I feel this is saying keep thinking about those ideas. But this looks like a good reading. I think there are blessings coming in for you for sure. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.